Hi, Thomas here from Kelford Cams, coming to you from PRI 2023. Kelford Cams has been in the industry since 1968, so just over 50 years now. We produce camshafts and valve train solutions largely for the JDM market, slowly moving more into the USDM options. Our growth in the US market has been massive, especially in the last 5 years. We're building more and more into US domestic engines, and growing that market has been huge for us. We've probably grown at least 50% in here, and about 40% of our market is now coming over here. We were recently at Maryland International Speedway for World Cup finals. A lot of A90 Supras there with our bits in them. Oh, it's mind-blowing. We don't have events like this over in New Zealand. This is just so much bigger, world-class stadiums, and getting to be amongst that and see where our product's going and what the lads are doing with our gear is phenomenal. There was multiple A90 Supras. I'm not 100% sure how many there were, 5 or 6 at least, all running our camshafts, running our spring kits and setting world records left, right and centre. It was incredible to watch. Yeah, we've currently got our product in the fastest MkV Supra in the world, driven by Mike Body, the Mikey Tune Supra. The latest development we've done is for the S58 engine. Thanks to our partners who helped us develop the S58 engine, we had High-Un from 5150 send us a cylinder head, and that was absolutely amazing to just give us the parts. We could see the differences between the B58 and the S58. BMW came out and released that port that they've got the back into 6 exhaust ports. It's a derivative of the B58, but a few subtle changes. Definitely a very challenging engine to do because of the valvetronic motion. They've got the intermediate rocker, the ability to shut down all the intake valves, and taking care of those forces and the springs and everything required for that valve package was a bit of a challenge, but we rose up to the task and got it out and got it ready here for PRI. The difference is they've added an extra fuel pump into these, and that's allowed fueling for when you're building them, even with the stock fuel pumps, to take you up to about that 800 horsepower range, I believe. Fuel pump options out there to go a lot further, but with 2 of them, that's going to be a big thing. Also, yeah, like I was saying earlier, the ports on the B58, they converge right at the head to get the turbo spooling fast. The S58's more like a normal head. It's got 6 individual ports for the cylinders, and that means a lot more flow, better high RPM power, and we've been able to go with a bigger exhaust cam, really get them humming. These lads that are building these engines, they're not shy and they're putting big power through them, and when you get to those levels and putting that much boost through, you need to get your valve spring to catch up. Largely on the exhaust side. The good thing about the intake valvetronic system, it didn't need as much spring as some of your other engines, as you'll see. We've built a good wee package, and there's a second one coming for the big horsepower 1400 plus guys. Yeah, so we've produced multiple catalogue options for the S58, starting with the A grind. It's about 20 degrees bigger than standard, and it's good for guys who are putting bolt-ons on, wanting to make 800 odd horsepower and turn up the fuel pump and get things going. We move through to our stage 2. That's another 10 degrees again, and that's for guys going 1000 to 1400 horsepower, and then your stage 3 camshafts for people who are really wanting to go further. Haven't put that in anything yet, but that's coming soon. Yeah, so when it comes to camshafts, once you go really big, it's going to be good for getting your airflow through at high RPM, but you're going to lose your mid-range, and you need to keep that power on the crank. Don't open that exhaust too early, or you're going to be just blowing everything out the exhaust and just turning it into a big turbine. So basically, yeah, those smaller lobes are what you want for response, throttle response, and for getting you off the line. And depending on what your application is, we can set you up with the right thing. Well, the S58's a bit unique with the way it can shut down its intake valves. So yeah, if you know what you're doing and you can tune that and keep an eye on where your valve to piston is, you can absolutely still continue using the Vanos side of things as well. Yeah, the S58 and the B58 are very similar, and we're seeing very similar gains from the camshafts now. As far as the next big engine package we're pushing out, it's going to be the Coyote V8 in all of its generations and sizes, and that's going to be a real big thing. We absolutely know our way around the overhead cam system, and we're going to be bringing that stateside and yeah, making some big numbers. On top of that, we've got our extreme valve spring system. The lads are pushing bigger numbers than ever before. All these engines, new materials. You've got to design a valve train that can handle 1500 horsepower. 10 years ago, all those valve springs, they're going 800 horsepower, they could do it all day. It's not the case anymore. So the big extreme valve spring kit, we've got them for most of our engines, 2J, RB, Evo, Subi, and the new one's coming forward. So that's going to be a big thing. It lets you have confidence that your valve train's going to hold together while you're pushing big numbers.